Uh, Chat, what it do? What it do? On just a second. Let me pull up the live stream on my side. Oh, why am I hearing it? Why am I hearing it? Whoa, 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 whoa. I just heard myself. I didn't like that. Also, chat, we got some stuff to talk about today. We got some spice, some straight goodness that came out in the Japanese version. Where's my music? This is the wrong thing. This is the right thing. There we go. Where's my control center for my live stream? There we go. All right. I think we're good now. Let me just post it in the Discord that we are in this thing. I didn't even post it in the Discord. What the heck? I thought I posted it in the Discord. Whatever. You guys know we be out here at 3 o'clock anyway. How's everybody doing, man? Bonk, what's up? Burnt? Paperboy? Malcro? George? Steven? Asian? How you doing? You know what, Asian, I'm gonna be nice to you today, okay? How's the Genshin grind going, man? How is it going? Silver, thanks so much for the sub, man. What's up, Disturb? But yeah, chat. We got some goodness, man. Played it to midnight. Yep, I shouldn't have asked, bro. AOP from Spain? Oh, snap, from Spain? With actual Spain or Spain with no S? How you doing, Juan? Chalter got the best buffs? Chat, yeah, we're gonna be talking about that today. If you guys don't know, in the Japanese version of Grand Summoners, we have a brand new crossover, well, a rerun crossover, and they answered everyone's prayers because they brought back Overlord and they buffed them. I told you guys they would. I told you guys, but I know everybody wanted it to come out sooner because a lot of people thought Overlord got hoed, and I guess even Yama P thought the same thing because they were like, yeah, let's do it some justice. Chat, we're gonna be doing part 2 of the Shangri-La crossover today. So if you guys want to join in and help out, absolutely can. I'm just gonna be using Gray with probably just Vorpal and stuff. That will probably be best because yeah, just so we can have some luck while also having some some Archgen for the team. All right, lit. Also, anybody can join in. Doesn't matter if you're new, old. I don't care. Anyone can. Does not matter to me. I think this guy's Earth, right? Or am I thinking of the first boss? This one might be light. I don't remember. Is it dark? It might be dark, actually. You guys have to let me know. Let me post this in the chat real quick so you guys can join in. It's light? Okay. Let me change it then. But yeah, chat. So we're gonna look over the what do you call it buffs real quick, the Overlord buffs, and talk about them. Also, new characters, and there is some goodness in this crossover too that you guys are going to definitely love. Everybody's gonna love this one. But let's look at this while we farm this in the background. First and foremost, this is the biggest thing for me. I hope this comes to global. as soon as possible. This is like $15 for 100 potions. I'm gonna be honest, it's a scam, but for me, it's not too bad because I kind of need this whenever I stream sometimes because I have no potions half the time. But we scroll down here. There it is, the 3 new characters. This middle guy right here, really love how he looks with his armor and stuff. But so that's Moman. I guess how you say his name. But he is he's interesting. We'll talk about the new characters first before we talk about the buffs. But the way how he works compared to other characters, he's kind of similar to that of Diablo to an extent. Also, did my music just stop? What the fuck? It just started playing the second song and just skipped backwards. Okay, whatever. But he's works similar to Diablo. So the way how he works is he's all about buffing up your unit to the right of him and himself, right? Yeah. Whoever's to the right and himself, he'll receive the buff. So he gives himself crit rate along to whoever's to the right of him. Get 100% crit rate. Everybody gets physical damage and accuracy, which is solid. He also reduces dark res by the number of demon allies on the team. Also, this is back up to chat. Is this on the right screen? It's not on the right screen. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. This is kind of dumb, a little bit crazy, but 200% dark res down if you're using on a mono dark demon. That's pretty good. And then also this right here, when his own HP is 80% or higher, 250 chat. 250 damage to himself and the ally next to him. That's kind of crazy. Because, for an example, let's bring this up. Let me see. Jamie, bring that up real quick for me. Let me see. If we look up real quick, Dark Demons, who would benefit from this the most? Rimuru, of course. You give Demon Lord Rimuru this 250% damage buff on top of all the other damage buffs he's already receiving? That is disgusting. That is actually disgusting. Of course, the only thing is that it's like, is this buff better than that of like something, or what is it, than like Dark Rosetta's buff that she applies to the whole team? Because Dark Rosetta's buff is 300% damage up to everyone. Granted, you could use these two together, but like, it's going to be weird to fit him onto the team. I think it's going to be really hard to slot him in there a lot of the time. But you could probably use him, Dark Rosetta, Demon Lord Rimuru, and Demon Lord Vox, and probably do a lot of work with that setup. Also, chat, lobby's back up. Wait, there it goes, it loaded. But yeah, what are you guys thinking? Yeah, you can use them with Demon Lord Vox too, but Demon Lord Vox isn't going to deal as much damage as Demon Lord Rimuru. Demon Lord Rimuru is the hyper carry for Dark Demons. Ainz, Dark Rosetta, Moman, and Demon Lord Rimuru. I don't think you would use Ainz over Demon Lord Vox. But yeah, this is really freaking good. Really good. He's not broken. Well, I want to say like, okay, this is broken, but like his kit alone is kind of lackluster to me. Since it only buffs up physical damage, I mean, it's not going to help Demon Lord Rimuru at all. It's going to help Vox, right? Because I think Vox does physical on most of his stuff. I think his art does magic, right? But, yeah, this is going to go crazy because the only thing this is doing is giving Dark Demons more damage, which they didn't need. You have a ramping damage dealer that gives his damage buff to everyone, being Demon Lord Rimuru. You have Summer Rosetta, which gives 300% damage buff to everyone. And now you got Moman, which is going to give even more damage, and Dark Res. Ridiculous. He looks cool in game, though. Look at his sprite. That's pretty sick. I love the dual wielding. Next is Demiurge. Demiurge, I like this artwork. I like this one a lot. I think they showed his special artwork too. He's interesting, I guess. He's all right. You know, he's all right. He's some slight. He's some slight. Um, he is all about lowering magic res, buffing up fire damage, and stacking it, which is okay. But like, I don't know if he's gonna be that good in gameplay. So like with the super art, you increase your own arts by 100, so it kind of helps you refund it, right? But like, I don't know, man. He does have 20% equipment CT speed and more damage if he's not inflated by a stats element, which is really good. But I don't know. Little 50-50 on this one. 100 arc gauge though, every time he uses super art, so he's able to stack this even quicker. Seems okay, but I'm not vibing with it. The art is decent. Buff up everybody's stats resist, and you also give a barrier to everyone, 10k. I don't know. He seems kind of lackluster to me. His skill, or this one actually doesn't seem too bad though. At least it gives him 2 arts per second. But yeah, the super art is basically a true art with that refund. Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. The super art is very low in terms of modifier, but also only 50%. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of characters that have more than that. Look at Demon Lord Rimuru for an example, right? I mean, granted, Demon Lord Rimuru's refund, he has to use his art before he can get the refund guaranteed on the super art, but he's doing 120% every time he uses his super art. So, it doesn't make sense to me. For 80 seconds, though, yeah, 80 seconds is really nice. 80 seconds is a very lengthy duration, so you're able to stack this quite a bit, especially if the super art is very quick, like the animation. Now, here's a character, though, that I think a lot of you guys are going to like, which is Evil Eye. Evil Eye seems to be a little good, just a little bit. Slots, fantastic. Magic, support, magic. The skill gives you 40 art gauge if you're not afflicted by a status element. The art gives all Earth allies 40% DR. Really freaking good. True art buffs up your own attack and you gain flinch res, so you're immune to paralysis and freeze for 60 seconds. And super art, you increase all allies art gauge by 6 per second and magic damage by 200%. 200% magic damage, very good. All allies art gauge, 6 per second, also really good. Granted, this is on a super art, which isn't like the greatest thing, because 6 arts per second, this, you know, this is Sunraku. Sunraku has a true art that does 6 arts per second. But, I don't know. It's not terrible. I kind of wish this was larger, but it's probably because they gave her the 200% damage buff too. But when she's the leader, boys, 100% Earth allies damage up. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But yeah. The only thing is that I'm wondering is that, okay, so she's like very Earth supporty, right? At least with the art and the passive. It makes me wonder, like, what other magic Earth character you gonna use her alongside? Like the new Lisa, right? Valentine's Day Lisa? Let me actually look. Who's all the Earth characters in the game? It's just, or ascended wise, it's only Lisa. It's only Lisa, right? Because Pole is physical. So yeah, I mean, I guess you could use Evil Eye with Haruto, Lisa, and I guess you could do War God Finn for that last spot, but he's not going to benefit from the magic damage. Also, another thing is too is that I wonder if, well, no, yeah, definitely. This is going to stack with Lisa, Valentine's Day Lisa's buff, because she gives what, 200% to God allies, but 100% to everybody. So, but she's a demon though. She's not a god. She seems solid. She seems solid. Not like super broken, but pretty decent. We got the lobby back up too, chat. Kurama is magic? Yeah, but I'm thinking like ascended characters. Awoken characters are good and all, but we're really looking at the ascended ones nowadays, boys. And I'm thinking of ascended earth characters, which there's hardly any. So maybe this is hinting that we're going to get more... We're going to get another earth magic damage dealer soon? Possibly? Think we're gonna fit would be a rerun? Yeah, probably. What up, Brian? So, yeah. She seems good though. I think she out all the new characters, she seems to be the best. Not just for art shit and stuff, but just for what she's providing. I think she's definitely the best. Because another thing is too is that even with the damage res on the art, this at least still applies it to everyone, right? 20% at least to everyone. That's not bad. It just sucks that the art shit is on the super art. I kind of like, look at me chat, right? Check it out, check it out. I kind of would have liked this to be switched where the art right here was on the true art and then the attack buff and the flinch res and the magic damage buff was just on the super art. I think that would have been fine, but I don't balance the game, so who knows? Oh yeah, here's all the special artwork. Look at my man Moman. This is freaking crazy. This looks wild. I love this artwork a lot. This fire javelin spear just crashing down. I vibe with it. So I want to point out that Kurobar's passive and Gray's work the same in practice. Yeah, they do. They both have the exact same passive pretty much. I think it may be a different wording, but it's literally the exact same. The Fire Spear is going to be the super art 100%? Probably. Demiurge is... You know... I like this artwork a lot more. Him like looking up at the camera. I like that a lot more. And then this is Evil Eyes. Evil Eyes is pretty cute, but yeah. It definitely, I think I like Evil Eyes. I think I like this one more though. I like her doing the attack more. That's just me. Chat. But here we go. Original cast of Overlord reran and buffed. I don't know if you guys have seen this or not, but I would say they were cooking, but you guys will have to judge that. So Ainz, what did he get? Modifiers. That's it. You're not seeing any type of increases to his buffs by any means or anything like that, but just modifier buffs. So he now has 170% on his super art, and he has a true weapon. Everybody got a true weapon now. And his true weapon is pretty good. 100% or pretty much 50% magic and dark damage is 100% damage up. And if it's equipped by Ainz, you get 100 Arcage at the start of the quest. So this makes Ainz substantially faster and gives him a really good damage buff to go along with it. And can be used alongside pretty much any other dark magic damage dealer. So yeah, this is overall a really good buff. Or well, at least a really good true weapon. The buff's gonna make him faster, but he's not like, you know, it's not like anything wild. The one thing that Ainz really sucks at, and I think one thing that hurts him the most, is that his crit res debuff takes forever to be applied. That's the issue. So they didn't really fix that unless they sped up his animation, which I'm gonna be honest, they never have done that. Albedo's next. Albedo, same kind of like philosophy here. Lobby's back up too. Modifier buffs and true weapons. Pretty much that's what you're going to see across the board. Everyone got modifier changes and just true weapons. But you get more crit damage if the user is dark. You get 100% crit damage up instead. And she also has the exact same passive as Ainz, increasing your own arts at 100 or by 100 at the start of the quest. If I'm not mistaken, every single character from this collab that has this true weapon has the exact same true weapon passive. Shaltir modifier change as well, 110,000 on this true art. However, technically, chat, this is even more massive than any of the other buffs, because if you have the clone out, this is actually 220,000%, because the clone replicates all the damage that Shaltir does. And she actually no, hers is different. Hers is more sustain oriented. So she reduces light res. If you are a demon, you're gonna reduce it by 50%, and you also increase your own arc gauge by 2, and you have life steal on this magic. So I mean, it's aight. It's aight. The damage buff though on the true art, definitely huge. Gamma got what? Actually, what did Gamma get? Gamma's super art got buffed, and magic res actually got increased, so she's reducing it by 120% now. And you increase all allies' magic damage by 30% and art gauge by 3 per second. When equipped by Narburl, you increase your own arts by 2 per second. This actually isn't bad. Like, this is a pretty solid AoE Archton item if you want to use this. If you don't have a lot of AoE Archton items and you wanted to put this on your team, you could. It's actually not too bad. But this is the big thing, chat. This is the big thing right here. Chapter 1 or Part 1 Overlord characters, you get 1 for free. This is going to be distributed through a login bonus. They brought it back, boys. We haven't seen this in forever. It's been a very long time. And not only that, you are going to be guaranteed to get an ascended character for free with this crossover. That's kind of wild. So if you don't have any of these guys, you know, if you can pick up Ainz, if you're new and you pick up Ainz, that's huge. That's another Archner for you. You knew you pick up Shaltir, you got an attacker for literally forever, right? Pick up Gamma, very good nuking support character, right? Albedo, really good in demon teams. So, yeah. This is definitely huge. This is big money moves right here. I'm almost positive too, there's going to be a ticket you can probably buy as well, you know? But this is going to be free for everyone. It's just by logging into the game, you're going to get one of the crossover units guaranteed, which is cool. I am missing Albedo and Gamma, so it's a 50-50. If I get someone new, I hope to God I get, I don't know. I kind of hope I get Gamma, but at the same time, Albedo wouldn't be bad either. And we got new collab equips. We don't know what these do yet. And then we got new Overlord stickers, and they're voiced. Yep, they're all voiced. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. And then we're going to get a True Weapon ticket for free for the Overlord collab. But yeah, Overlord's back in JP with 3 new characters. So how are we feeling? So any works for LB7? That's true too. Yeah, I guess if you get a dupe, it helps getting them to LB7. But I would rather get a brand new character. So how are we feeling, chat? How are you feeling about this crossover? The next one. Like, all in all, I think like the new units really aren't that good. And it's really, okay, the ones that were broken last time, like Ainz and all that, are still going to be like your go-to characters you're going to be getting. And the only one that got added to that list, in my opinion, was Evil Eye. I really want Moman. Yeah, Moman seems like a really fun character to mess around with. And also just, the man got the sauce. He got the drip on him. You got to respect that. But will Global get the guaranteed ticket? If they don't, they know that, no. They're definitely going to get the guaranteed ticket. I think Sonraku is pity-worthy, yes, but not at the current moment. Star God Lee says literally like a week or 2 away, boys. How would you rate this rerun? Um, I don't know. It's not a must summon, I'll tell you that. It's a good, like, it's a good little banner, but definitely not like, I'm not, you know, nutting at the scene of it, right? Like, I'm not just like busting the fattest nut seeing this crossover. It's not like Fate. So, it's cool. It's cool. Shugimoto, that's who needs to come back. They need to make Shugimoto ascended. I think it's better than it was previously, chat. But I don't think it's as good as Fate. By any means. I think Fate is still our best Ascended crossover we got. Still some great additions. Some really good additions. Really looking towards really looking forward to using Moman and Evil Eye. Demiurge, I don't know. Not really too into that. Not really too into that one. He's a little zesty. A little bit too zesty for me. Can you explain why Star God Lisa is so good for a newbie? Well, Star God Lisa, I would argue, actually is not nowhere near as good for a new player as it is for someone who has been playing the game for a while. But the reason why Star God Lisa is good is pretty much universal from all stages of play. She makes your equips go vroom, and that's really good because equips are pretty much just as strong as units at times in this game. Not only that, she has amazing arch gen. She actually provides arch gen to the entire team with the skill. And she kind of just gets better as your account gets better. So if you have like godly equips and you get Star God Lisa, then she's going to be stupidly strong. If you don't have that good of equips, well, as you acquire more and more equips and put them on Star God Lisa in your team, it's just going to make her even better. Another thing is too is that she freaking has a nuke in her back pocket, or she can pretty much turn anybody into a nuker with that super art. If they're a magic damage dealer, you use that super art and my god, everything's just blown up like instantly. Whenever BF Emperor comes out, you'll see like it is stupid how dumb that is. I mean, we already have characters in the game that can benefit from it that are magic damage dealers. Like you could even use her alongside Demon Lord Rimuru here and do ridiculous amounts of damage. So she's just overall, she does a lot for your team. And also she does a lot herself to where she's one of those characters that you're just going to want. If you have her, she makes the game easy mode. If you don't have her, it's not like you can't do content, but she makes every piece of content in the game a whole lot easier. And also she makes it more brain dead because let's say you fight a boss and you don't know how to beat it. Well, you throw Star God Lisa at it and you hope it works. So I wonder if Star God Lisa is going to get a global exclusive artwork though. We have it for the seasonal characters, right? With Valentine's Day, Miranda and Priscilla, which I haven't even seen the Valentine's Day Miranda artwork. I don't know if it's been released yet. So, oh wait, yeah, it actually has been. It's right here. I see it. It's just a preview of it, but it's not like, look at this. You can barely even like tell what it is. Like, what the heck? Like, she's cooking something. What is she cooking? That thing looks feral, whatever it is. Oh my gosh. Live stream your pulls with Star God? I think I will actually. Usually for like really major, like huge units, I do a live stream plus a video. So I probably will live stream my pulls for Star God. I won't stay up for the maintenance more than likely because I don't even know if I'll be here. I'm hoping I will be because I'm actually going on a trip at the end of March and I'm assuming Star God Lisa is going to be out by that point. So I probably don't have to worry about that. But Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be live streaming it. I think I live streamed War God Finn's summons, didn't I? Or did I not? I don't know if I did. Maybe I didn't. I was actually thinking about doing that a lot more often, like streaming my summons, then also making videos out of them. But I don't know. I don't know if I'll do it for every banner, but maybe like for crossover banners and for hype units, I would do that. I didn't? Yeah, I don't know. When was the last time I did that? I don't remember. Was it Haruto? No. Right? Have I not done that yet in the Ascended era? I know I did it in the Awoken era a few times. It's for Haruto? Yeah, I remember Haruto. And I think it was also for Dark Haruto too, right? I guess we could, hey, when that new Dark Haruto comes out, chat, look, I ain't simping or anything, but I kind of want the man. He seems kind of good. I really like how he is. He's just an attacker, but he looks like a really fun unit. To mauled in real time with other people getting her and not me. That's tough. 777 lottery? That comes out with the after the maintenance, right? I'd definitely be hopping on, seeing if I can get anything. I actually recorded and edited parts of the summon video today. I can't fully edit it because the banner pictures and stuff aren't out yet. That I think comes out tonight or tomorrow. And the Empress, I haven't seen her in years. But yeah, I really hope none of you guys summon on that banner. Oh, I don't think, dude, do not waste your money on, or not, I said waste your money. Yeah, wait, don't do that either. Don't waste your money or don't freaking waste your crystals on that Miranda, bro. It sucks. Miranda did so dirty. Because the character that power creep Miranda we've had for like 3 months at this point. Which Valentine's unit is better? Oh, Priscilla by far. Priscilla's the best. It's not even a competition for real. I don't even think the Queen summon is worth it. I wouldn't summon all that either. That pool is so diluted. The Queen's banner, just like the King's banner, has every single female Hero Fest character in it, apart from crossover units. I wouldn't summon that thing unless like you're brand new to the game. There's just too high of a likelihood you're gonna get a dupe. What about the Queen's equips? I think it's about the same, you know. It's just really diluted. So if you're going for one of the female-oriented, you know, equips, then I guess you could try your luck at it, but it's not like that good to me. I don't think it's that enticing. Those banners where it's so diluted, I never think it's worth it, just because the likelihood of you getting somebody is so low. Even though I'm a hypocrite and I did summon on the All-Star banner and I did get Jay, that doesn't mean you should too. That doesn't mean you should summon and be like, expect the same results on those kind of banners, because that Yeah, no. That is no. Those banners are trap banners, especially considering the fact that Star God Lisa is 2 weeks away. Like 2 or 3 weeks away at this point. Would not risk it at all. Or Valentine's Day Priscilla is also next week, chat. So, like, if you want Valentine's Day Priscilla, just wait for her. Gamble responsibly like our boy OP. Yeah, know when to quit. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. What's up, Flame? All Star made me cry. Hey, man. It was a tough one. It was a tough one for us all. But I lucked out. The only thing I'm gonna say is, after I lucked out like that, boys, y'all saw what happened, right? We all saw what happened. You know, I missed a few times on a few banners. I missed a few times. I think my luck has been impacted by that J pool. I think that J pool took everything I had. Every time I hear the soundtrack track from Bomber Cyberpunk, I use it a lot in videos, just like all the different OSTs from it. I want to play it again. I'm addicted to it. But I'm in the middle of playing Persona 3 Reload right now, and I'm addicted to that. And I'm trying to finish that before Thursday, because Thursday, bro, Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2 comes out. And I gotta play Rebirth. I have to play Rebirth, man. I'm such a Final Fantasy 7 nerd. Like one of my favorite games of all time. J Luck 300 win, brother. I'm working on it. It's coming, all right. I'm working on it. Give me some time. I'm telling you guys right now, if we get another pack, right? If we get another pack that is the Luck Gem pack, okay? I'm buying it. I'm buying it on the spot. Take my money. Take my money. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we get 30 Luck Gems for like $60, I'm doing it. Gotta have Jay at Luck 100. I was thinking about, I don't know if I want to take him all the way like past that point, but like, I definitely want to get Jay at least Luck 120, 140. If I want to, you know, I don't know if I want to go past that. Speedrunning 300 luck is insane. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, chat, if I really cared, right? If I like truly gave a fuck, I could do the compendium, right? I could do the compendium and just grind out compendium and get the luck gems from compendium and then use that on Jay. But like, that's a lot of time. And I don't want to do that at all. That sounds miserable. 2,000 runs on every single character? No. That's way too much. Granted, I get a lot of crystals in the meantime too, but I don't know. That's way too much. Trying to retire Gray? I mean, Gray will always have a, you know, a very special place in my heart. I love Gray. Still is the best luck. Like, okay, the thing is that Jay's really good. But like, I think a lot of times in a lot of different luck teams, Gray's utility is better. Since he gives 70 art gauge to everybody with that true art, that is unbeatable. Like, that enables a lot of different nuke comps. And unfortunately, Jay doesn't do that. Technically, he does if he uses art, but that's only 20 art gauge. And I would hope that you would have multiple stages so you could really pop off with that. Is this the one that gives Arcage? Oh yeah, 3 arts. I thought that was the other one. There's a certain katana from some collab that gives like 50 Arcage on crit. I never got it, and I wish I did. That is wild, Paperboy. I have thousands of runs on my J. No 4+. No 4+. I don't care about 4+ing a lot of my characters, chat, right? But there are some that I do want to have, like, 4+ on. As you see, Gray is one of them. The other one is J. And I have thousands of runs on that man. And still not a 4+. Granted, I'm not going to farm any more on it until, what is it? Half off comes again. Once half off comes, then I'll farm more. But yeah, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Half off is tomorrow? Really? How the heck do y'all know this? Is there a schedule that I don't know about? Because I know people say it just happens randomly on like Tuesdays or like Wednesdays or whatever. But I never see them talk about it. I know on JP they always make a post about it, but I never see it happen on Global. Insider job. Still don't have your third 4+ on Sinky? Yeah, dude, that's wild. It's like, do you need it? Not necessarily, but you want it because it looks good, right? It finishes it off. To like 2K runs, that's wild, Cheeto, because I haven't got a single one. And I think I'm pushing almost 2,000 runs on my J. This is the katana I never got. I wanted this katana for so long. And I never got this one. The rates are abysmal for real. I'm telling you right now, chat. If the rates don't improve at all once we have the item that increases the drop rates for 4+, I'm sending Yamapi a letter directly to his email. Like, I got the address. I've worked with these people before. I'm about to become the Karen of GS. They're gonna hate me by then. I may get blacklisted. I may. You know what I'm saying? they may be like, no, don't ever let OP go nowhere near us. Keeps talking about this 4+ on J, and I don't want to hear it no more. Are you gonna give Gray the free 5+? I don't know. Maybe. I've never even farmed for the 5+ either. That's the thing, is that I've done that Crest Palace like once or twice. And yeah. I don't know if I actually want to try to like go for 5+. I think 4+ are enough, man. But if I do get the free one, I may put it on Gray. We'll have to see. Is Star God Lisa confirmed? Yeah, look at the roadmap. The new story chapter, that's Star God Lisa. They just didn't put it there. That new story chapter, or the new story chapter is when she comes out. It's been confirmed since that freaking roadmap dropped. 5 pluses are cool to have. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're cool to have. I think I like how 4 pluses look more though. 4 pluses look a little bit better to me than 5 pluses. 5 pluses are cool, but 4 pluses I think look better. Are there any more Nova Crest Palaces coming to global? I think at some point. I mean, aren't there more on JP? It's not just the Dark Cilia one, right? I've seen more 5 pluses than just regular 5s. Well, yeah, I mean, that's probably because people who are farming those stages are specifically people that are really, you know, grinders. They really want to make sure they get their crest on their units and everything. And also, it's not worth going through the hassle of getting your 4 to level 5. Like the amount of the incremental buff you get from that is so small. And even if you, what is it? And the same thing with the 5 plus, right? If you go from level 4 plus to 5 plus, it's not that big of an increase. So you're really only doing it for aesthetic, I feel like most of the time. I think the only one that actually is like, okay, that's kind of crazy is Arcade Up, because Arcade Up, if I'm not mistaken, gives like 35 or almost 40 arts whenever you have 5 plus, which that is dumb. What do y'all mean free 5 plus? Equip CT as well. Oh yeah, I have to check what that is. Free 5 plus, what that means is that later on, around the 7th anniversary for global, we should get this new item, which is it's gonna be called Crest Burst, and then there's gonna be another item that is like a potion. The Crest Burst item gives you a free 5 plus. You can use it, and you'll be able to turn any of your 4 plus into a 5 plus for free. It just instantly activates the Crest Burst. Like if you completed the Nova Crest Palace and you got to proc in the Nova Crest Palace, that's kind of how it works. But you just have an item that does it for you. And you only get like one of those. They're very, very rare. And then the other item that we're going to be getting is a 4 plus drop rate increase item. We don't know the percentage of how much it increases it by, but it does buff the drop rates for 4 pluses. For like 30 minutes. Also, it makes it to where, yeah, I think it's for 30 minutes, and the Crest Palace is half off whenever you use it for those 30 minutes. So, only thing I'm hoping for is that we get some more updates to the auto loop feature, right, chat? Because here's my thing: is that auto looping could really use a lot of work, mainly in just the amount of screens it has to go through to start another run. Like, I would rather for auto loop to work in the sense of, okay, you beat the quest, it says quest cleared, and then it instantly loads into the next run. Instead of showing the reward screen and the XP screen and all that, there's no point in showing that. Unless like the run is ending, or yeah, that's about it. There's really no point in showing that. Because really what they could do is that they could, let's say you run it for 30 runs, right? They take out where you see the reward screen and the XP screen, and they just compile it all into like one screen for you whenever you auto loop. So if you don't get a 4 plus within your 30 runs, it's okay. But what they're going to do is they're going to show everything you gain within those 30 runs on a single reward screen at the end of all those runs. Not like at the end of each individual run. Because literally stopping at the individual of each run, chat, takes forever. It adds so much time, and a 30 loop on global, even if you have like a fast team, right, that's clearing in 5 seconds, really that run's not taking 5 seconds. It's taking like 20 or 30 because it's loading through so much stuff. What's up, Tesla? LP, have you seen the new? Yeah, I have. Cat, was it Evil Eye? I almost said Cat Eye. Evil Eye is the one that I'm the most hyped about. And Moman. Moman looks cool. Only time it should stop would probably be the crest. Yeah, exactly. There's no reason to show that. I mean, yeah, I could even say it for multiplayer, right? Me and my friend Brian was talking about this. Um, how it would be cool if they added auto looping in multiplayer, especially for these type of events where you have to farm a lot. It would be weird how it would work though, because it's, you know, online and everything. So it's like, how would they function like that? But like, it would be nice if we just had an option in game where it's like, do you want to skip the reward screen in multiplayer? And you could just toggle that on and it skips the reward screen. It just takes you right back to the lobby. You click ready up and then boom, you're back in. That would save so much time. Same thing with Crest Palaces, right? Saves so much time if you just compiled all the rewards into a singular screen that appears at the end of your loop. What if Overloop lets you skip the actual fight after a certain number of clears, like it would the amount of energy needed, and just skip to the 4+? Oh, you're talking about like an auto, or not an auto, but like a skip button, right? A lot of other games do that. I don't think they would ever do that because they don't want you just to like accelerate to a 4+. Also, another thing is too is that would benefit whales a lot more than free-to-play players. Because a whale would be able to just refresh with crystals or buy more large potions or whatever, and just keep doing it until he got a 4+. So like the time investment, I guess, is to kind of balance it out a little bit, but it's not like a bad idea. Also, another thing is too, it hurts their numbers. Stat wise, chat, whenever they talk to, you know, upper management and everything, they have to like look at, okay, how long are people spending on the game, right? Like how much time are they spending on the game every single day? How much money are they spending? You know, all this stuff matters to them because at the end of the day, it's a business. So if they add something like that, they significantly cut down so much time that people are spending on the game because now people aren't crest farming and you're just doing multiplayer or whatever else. Then once you're doing that, you're getting off the game, which whenever you get off the game, that hurts them more than helps them. They want you to stay on the game so they have better numbers. That's the reason why those rates and everything are so low. That's the reason why the crests don't have a pity system, because staying on the game helps them more than hurts them. So you get off the game, it hurts them entirely. Like if you, let's say you see all your player base get on, they play for like an hour, and then everybody gets off the game. And it's like, okay, the game's just dead. That's a bad look. To stay with level 4s, it's still that's the whole reasoning though. I'm telling you the reasoning as to why the crest rates are low. It's to help with numbers and to help with statistics. Epic 7 does it. They've even admitted to it. If you guys don't believe this, Epic 7 literally made a post, or they had an interview, and they were talking about how they specifically, there was some part of the game, or I know gear farming specifically, they didn't want to buff it or change certain parts of the game because they didn't want to hurt the time that you were on the game. Because you being on the game and wasting more of your time on the game benefits them so much. Because they can take that and they can show the stats, right, to other people and be like, look at this. Look at how long these people are spending on our game, how much time they're wasting on our game. My mic turned off. No, but I have to reset that real quick. But yeah, it's literally in Epic 7. That's what happened. They saw that people were staying on this one specific thing. I think it was gear farming. It was one of the gear farming stages. And they didn't want people to get off the game. So they didn't do anything to it till a lot later. They finally changed it. And they knew it was an issue. They even admitted to it. How was your weekend? It was pretty good, man. Thanks for asking. How was yours? Yeah, exactly, Blake. Exactly. That's the thought process, right? The longer you spend the game, the more you stay chasing whatever it is in the game, the more likely you're going to spend money. Like for an example, let's say you really want this 4 plus, right? And it's not dropping. Well, the longer you stay and the longer that you sink more and more time into it, if you run out of stamina potions, what's going to be your thought? I can spend $5 or $4 to get more stamina potions so I can keep trying for this this crest. And then you do it. And then boom, they got you. They're dangling the carrot in front of you, little piece of meat in front of you, and they're just pulling it away every single time you get close. They're just going to keep doing it. That's literally how all gacha games work. That's the reason why stamina systems are even a thing. I'll be honest, I pay the $20 every month for the potions anyways. Yeah. I don't actually do that, Antonio. But when the 100 potion pack comes out, I might, because like live streaming and also like crest farming and all that, I pretty much burn through all my potions so much. So, and also it's a tax write-off, right? But yeah, that stuff, you know, it adds up. It adds up. It's a lot of money. Because the whole goal, chat, is to just get you to spend once. Like, there's even if you're ever curious about this, there are tons of videos out there. Not just like people doing video essays, but like actual videos from like press conferences and stuff of psychological tricks that they use or gacha games use make you spend money. Because the whole thing is just breaking that initial barrier, piercing the veil, and allowing you to, or getting them, or making it to where you're gonna give them money at least once. If you do it once, then they got you forever. That's literally how they operate. And it sucks because a lot of people, what happens is that they get stuck in that loop, right? And they can't break out of it. And they don't even realize it's a problem till like a lot later. And they're like, dude, how much money did I spend on this game? They're looking, they're like, dude, I spent 30K on Genshin? Holy sh! I can't feed my kids. So, or even worse, you spent freaking 30K on Nikkei. Just to watch some virtual ass shake. That's crazy. Legit only reason Genshin's still alive. People do go crazy on Genshin, man. I knew a guy that he played GS for a while, but he quit. But he played Genshin, and in the 4 months that he played, he used a credit card mostly, but I think he logged like around 10 or 20,000, which is crazy to me. I couldn't imagine spending that much money. For one, I don't even like. Literally, I'm just baffled by it. I'm baffled by it. Like the amount of money, because he even told me too, the amount of money that he spent on GS, that man could afford a house. Like he literally could have bought a house, like probably in like, you know, some like southern state in America or something. Because he spent like quite a bit. He could at least afford an apartment for like 4 or 5 years off of what he spent on GS, or even bought a new car. Literally, he could have did anything else with it. So Genshin isn't that good. No game is that good. You guys remember how or did you guys see how they were talking about the Rockstar CEO was saying how GTA 6 is going to be, or they may implement a new monetization system to where you pay for the amount of time you play? No, absolutely not. So every hour will cost more money or whatever, or it's going to cost you money per hour you play? No. What is that? Why would that be a thing? I'm paying $60 or $70 for a single player game. Why am I paying for a membership service like it's freaking FF14? And FF14, I'm charging what? I'm getting charged $15 every month to play 14. What is that? So that is crazy. I'm telling you, if that actually went through, if that literally went through, I would not support any Western audio or any Western developer ever again. And then if it happened on an Eastern developer, like if Sega did that thing to Persona or something, I'm literally done. I'm not playing video games anymore. I'm playing the classics, boys. We back on the PS1s, the PS2s. We're playing the classics. There's a lot of classic RPGs that I haven't played through yet that I need to get through. There was also the dude who said, what if we made people spend money to reload in Battlefield or something? Dude, that would be crazy. Paying for bullets, that is wild. They'd be like, it's realistic. Well, no. No. Come on now. Know what I'm saying, chat? People are crazy. People are crazy and corporations are crazy. And what was wild was people were talking about, like I even had people around me, like in real life, that was saying, well, if they do that, I'm just going to try to beat the game as quickly as possible. Chat. We all know how long a GTA game is, or like those RPG style games. Bare minimum, you're investing like around what? At least like 40 something hours, at least. Possibly pushing 80? Come on now. That's even if you're going fast. Most casual people can't speedrun a game to save their life. So you're not going to be able to speedrun the game. Like, come on now. You're going to sit there, you're going to get lost. You're going to be playing, you're going to get lost in doing side missions and everything else. Like, no. What up, Jorgen? How you doing, man? Dennis grind now on 2 of my accounts. It's just so much points. Ecosystem, dude. That's crazy. I wouldn't do that myself. You're better than me. You are better than me. Dude, I wouldn't even do an alt account on GS, man. Doing an alt account on GS, that's so much time. Like, I was thinking about like starting a JP account. I really was, but I don't think I could do it, man. I think it's just way too much. I think it's just way too much time, investment, and everything. Like, yeah, I could make more videos, but nah, I don't know. Chickens. Bare minimum 40 hours at like $3 an hour. Yeah. Like, I don't know. We have like an industry standard, right? I mean, they just upped the price of video games anyway. Like, what? It's now $69.99 for video games, like base, at least next gen games. Used to be $59.99. Like, you know, stuff's getting more expensive, and it's like, it's crazy. Like, could you imagine, chat? Could you imagine if you paid per hour to play something like Skull and Bones, and you had to pay like that? No, bro, that's ridiculous. Wait, am I controlling him? Oh, snap. Skull and Bones is freaking horrendous, bro. Literally god awful. Quadruple A game? Yeah. That's the worst release I've seen this year. We living in the silent depression, for real. Games used to be like $20 10 years ago. Yeah, well, that was also because like if you got it from like eBay or like GameStop or something. One thing that was wild is that actually, if I'm not mistaken, games in the N64 era and like Super Nintendo era were actually more expensive because, if I'm not mistaken, it took more production cost to make cartridges. Of course, the games went down a lot whenever we could put them on CDs and stuff, but like, yeah, whenever it was like the cartridge stuff, like from the N64 and all that, if I remember correctly, the average price for the game back then was relatively high. I think it was like $80. Let me see, N64 game prices at launch. Yeah. Wait, let me see. Yeah, $70 price tag. $70 price tag. That's wild. How much did the N64 cost back in the day? I'm about to check this. I'm about to check this right now. $150. The N64 costed $150. That's, I mean, that is a lot of money, but that's crazy. But also too, like, a lot of these things are actually like really cheap. So a lot of these games, I guess it also depends, like if it was a first party title or if it was like a third party title or whatever. I guess that mattered a lot too back then, but thought it was 200. I saw right here it was 150. Maybe it was 200. Maybe this is whenever a price drop happened. I see you later, Period Board. Thanks for hanging out. Helldivers 2 being made off of an 8-year dead game engine was topping AAA games in sales and fun. Yeah, I love Helldivers 2. I've been really enjoying it. I haven't played it in like a few days because I was waiting for them to fix the servers. But the few times I played it before the servers went crazy, oh my god, dude. Game is great. Game is so good. The only problem is that on PC, why does it have a kernel anti-cheat? Why is that a thing? It's a co-op game. Who is doing that type of cheating in Helldivers? Like, why do you need a kernel level anti-cheat? It's ridiculous. I did the last Epoch. Oh, Antonio, I actually played Last Epoch in early access. I haven't played the launch of it. I heard people saying that the servers were kind of like trash right now, but I may have to jump on it once they fix all the server problems. Main thing is I'm trying to finish Persona 3 Reload as fast and quickly as I can. Well, I'll say as fast and as quickly, but not really like stupidly fast because I've been taking my time. But I'm definitely progressing. Definitely been trying to put the hours in so I can beat it. I'm almost at the end of it. I'm in November right now. The game ends in January, so I only have 2 months left in the game. For the whole day last week? Yeah, I mean, that was because so many people were trying to play it once. The reason why, I mean, they had a lot of issues. Like, they didn't have a AFK policy, which was wild because it was really fucked up what people were doing. They literally were, so in Helldivers 2, what they were doing was that you would be playing, right? And not just be playing, but you would get done playing, and then instead of like getting off the game, people would just leave their systems on, so whenever the boys want to play again the next day, they can just hop back on it, right? They don't have to worry about getting back in the queue, and there was no AFK system in place to punish those people. So that was hogging up a lot of server space. And not only that, you got like 300,000, 400,000 people trying to play at once. This small indie studio can't handle it, man. They weren't expecting that. Helldivers 1? Chat, I played Helldivers 1. No one knew about that game. That was a top-down shooter. Have you seen the new Suicide Squad game? There are 13 different copies of the final boss, and you can fight one of them per battle pass season. So to complete the game, you have to play for over a year. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Live service games are something, man. They really are. They really are. I don't mind live service if it's done right, but there's a lot of times, man, where these things are done horrendously. It's like the same thing with free-to-play games. I don't mind if a game's free-to-play as long as the monetization is reasonable. Soju, thanks so much for the sub. Like, chat, so I was actually playing Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. I was trying to get into the game because I'm a huge Final Fantasy VII fan. And of course, in Ever Crisis, they have a story specifically tied to like the origins of Sephiroth, kind of, right? Like before he was the hero and everything, and he was like a young little dude or whatever. And I was very interested in playing that and actually reading through that story. But the more and more I played it, I was like, dude, holy crap. This game is just monetized out the ass. Like, so much stuff in this game is just, hey, paywall, pay this, pay that, do that. You love Final Fantasy VII so much, so you'll give us money, right? Like, and also it's made by Applebot, which I don't know if you guys ever played an Applebot game. Their games are not good. Like, all their games are AFK simulators. Why? Like, if you play AFK games, you know, do you? People will argue GS is somewhat of an AFK game, which, yeah, you know, I can kind of agree to an extent. It pretty much is, especially if you have the AIs and stuff set up. But there's still some type of player engagement, right? But like, oh my god, in freaking Applebot games, there is no engagement at all. You literally just turn on auto and you just let it go. And you're watching, it's just brain rot. You're just watching these characters fight, big numbers pop up, cool effects, and that's it. And it's like, dude, I don't see why it's called, like, a lot of gacha games have this issue where they forget the game part. They just focus completely on the gacha part, and they're like, the game? Non-existent. EA secretly running all the game studios. Oh, people, the Queen banner. Wait, will this Queen's banner be your time to get Little Riding Mirror? Dude, I don't know, Antonio. I don't even know if I want to summon for it. I'm just gonna get shafted. I don't know if it's worth. If I can buy a ticket, I'm gonna tell you right now. If there's a ticket in the shop for like $20, $20 or $30, that's like you can pick one Queen's equip, and Little Red Riding Mirror's in there. I'm doing it instantly. I'm doing it. I'm copying. I gotta do it. Dude, not having Little Red Riding Mirror has hurt me so much. That is one of the biggest bottlenecks in this entire game. Yeah, that's also true too, Pedro. FF7 Ever Crisis is such a farming simulator, and I hate it. I don't mind farming and grinding, but my god, that game is all about grinding. You are going to be grinding for hours on end. Are you talking about the Shangri-La Frontier banners, Blank? They should reset. They should. Do you feel... Oh, how do you feel about the Overlord buffs to new units? I talked about it in the beginning of the stream, so you can rewind it if you want to see like what I exactly said about all of them. But new characters, okay. Evil Eye, really looking forward to. Moman seems like a cool character to mess around with. In terms of like the OG characters, all of them pretty much stayed the same. Shaltir got a really good damage buff, but yeah, that's about it. Like true weapons are cool, right? But that's about it. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, V. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's the I think it's from the Water Ruins. It might be from the Fire. It's one of the two. But I know exactly what you're talking about. I actually have that one, I'm pretty sure. It's decent, but it's definitely not like you said, it's not the same. How do you feel about the Overlord? Oh yeah, I already read that. Waikatsu? Yeah. I tried him, Antonio. Yeah, I made a video on him. He's decent. He's definitely the worst in the collab just because he's a damage dealer. Doesn't do anything else right. So he's okay. It's weird to me because I think that Oikatsu should be a stacking damage dealer, and he's not. He just comes off as being more of a stacking character than anything else. When do you think it will reset? Probably when Valentine's Day Priscilla comes out, or maybe a week after that. We'll have to see. For Overlord units, why buff their modifiers? Just to give them something, bro. Just to give them something. I mean, granted, you don't really have to change their kits individually, right? But there's just some things that's wrong with those units that are very specific to them. Like, for an example, Ainz, his main issue is just his speed. Ainz's animations are just too slow. If you wanted to really buff Ainz, make his animations faster. Fixes them instantly. Yeah, that's literally it. Like, if you fix that on Ainz, he's good. Like, he's freaking amazing. Hopefully we get Overlord rerun after this crossover. I need that free character ticket badly. I hope we do too, man. I feel like it's definitely possible. I feel like they're definitely gonna do it. If we get a different crossover, like if we get a new rerun or a different rerun or something, like an Awoken rerun, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. So I hope that they go straight into Overlord. Or maybe they have different plans. We'll have to see what they're thinking. But oh wait, you know, you're not gonna get okay, yeah, that's right. You have freeze resist. Not freeze resist, but paralysis resist, because everybody doesn't flinch anymore. Also, another thing about Oi is that why doesn't he have defense ignore or crit? He doesn't have anything like that. Where is that? Where's the defense ignore? Where's the crits? Makes no sense. Having a modern day attacker not have defense ignore or crit is so bad. Yama P loves global being kept up with JP anyway, so it'll probably happen anyway. Yeah, I think so. Like, the thing is that, look, I mean, I know people probably don't want it because it would, I don't know how people would feel, but Dokkan's doing it. I think what global just does is that we just say screw it and we freaking merge these things, man. We merge global and JP, man. We catch up, right, and we just merge. And we keep pushing. But the problem is that there's a lot of content that global just doesn't have. So if they ever did merge the servers like that, I think it would definitely hurt. Or they could do the thing that Seven Deadly Sins does, where global gets everything like a week after, like Korea does. They could do that. Who would you assess? Who would you suggest for a 5-star character ticket if you have Finn and Sandstone? Ooh, probably Gerald. If you already have Finn and Sandstone, pick up Gerald. Wait, can you not burn this guy? This entire time, have I not been able to burn him? Or her? I'm gonna need to need to change that to something else. To be fair, Oi has so much stacking res down, so it doesn't need a defense ignore or crit. I mean, that is, like, to an extent true, but it's also not the most damage res down either. So, damn, he only does 50%. Like, Ren does 70. So, it definitely helps his damage, but you have to provide that to him with another character, which is okay. I mean, if you're using Sun Raku alongside Oi, you know, that definitely works, but what if you have Gerald and Sakura Mira too? Then you can just go with whatever. Go a Weaver if you want to. Or a Burst Arch Center and a Barrier. Am I at max stamina, chat? I don't know if I was at max or not. I'm at 80k, so I'm gonna have to stop soon. Have to check. Oh yeah, you can get Platina. Yeah. I always forget Platina's in the, you know, choice. If you don't have a breaker, get Platina. That super thread in the GS Reddit is great for units to go for. Oh, they have one in there? That'd be good. Yeah, I was about to say, you can check that out too. I hate how so many of like the resources for GS though are like outside the game. Like even like the Archgen types, I'm surprised there hasn't been a quality of life update yet to show that in game. We have the tag system, and in the tag system, they could literally just add that, like the different Archgen typings through that. We're gonna do one more chat because we have 36 stamina left, and also I gotta buy all this stuff from the shop. Everyone in there refuses to read. It sounds about right, man. GS players and reading do not go along. Can I get an amen, brothers? Oh, man. We can't read at all. Dude, tell them about that. You guys want to know something wild? My friend, or Brian was telling me about this. There's somebody in my Discord. I won't say his name, but whenever Arthur came out, he physically did not know how Arthur worked. Like, he could not comprehend that you had to use the true art, then the super art if you want the damage buff on the super art, or if you wanted the break power up, you had to use the art, then the super art to get the break power up. He couldn't comprehend that. It was not there. And that was wild to me because I think that's one of the simplest mechanics in the entire game. It's not even that complex. So, nothing in this game is overly complex. If they made an overly complex character, I'm almost positive the majority of people would try to stay away from them. Does he understand how Demon Lord Rimuru works? That's a good question. That's a really good question. The world may never know that one. Oh, I like this. I'll get that. All right. Here we go, chat. Buy all these. Watch this stuff just deplete, man. Look at that. I couldn't even buy them all. I still got 3 left. God, bro. So much grinding, man. So much grinding. And I need to finish this before it resets, because if it resets, then I'm going to be wasting luck gems. We're at 65 luck. We're not that far away, but like... This has been a long road, chat. This has been a very long and tedious road, man, that we're on right now. Man, oh man. When does the shop reset? I don't know. They haven't confirmed it yet, but I'm assuming whenever there's probably like a week or 2 left of this crossover, that's probably whenever they reset it. Which is going to suck if they wait that long to reset it, because you're going to have to make people crunch like so much to be like, oh my god, I got to like make sure I make time to get on the game and finish lucking my character. But yeah, either way. Chat, that's going to be it for this one, man. Thank you all for hanging out. We had some good conversations and stuff. Of course, tomorrow we're going to be having the Should You Summon for Valentine's Day Miranda. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to be doing an actual video on the Overlord rerun on JP. Thursday, I think we'll be doing some type of showcase. And then, actually, surprisingly, hold on, wait, I'll tell you guys the whole content schedule real quick, because I have it written out. And then Friday, I'm going to be doing, I did this in Tensura, but I'm going to do it again in Shangri-La, which is me talking about who's the strongest Shangri-La Frontier character, and kind of going in more detail, summarizing pretty much all the characters instead of you having to watch each individual showcase. And then Saturday is going to be a fun one. I'm going to do help rewards again and see if we can see what type of uncanny behavior we see in the GS community this time around. Because last time, during Fairy Tale, was something. It truly was. But either way, chat, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you all for hanging out. If you haven't liked the stream yet, please like the stream before you leave. And if you're not subscribed, hey, consider subscribing. Pretty much post every single day, mostly Grand Summoners, but we do check out other Gacha games from time to time. And yeah, it's going to be it. Thank you all again for hanging out. And last but not least, you guys already know, don't forget